Welcome to Love, Light, and Darkness Tarot. This is a new series I'm starting titled What's Going On with Him. Please be sure to read what's written in the parentheses so you can know at any point in the series what kind of love or relationship I'm tapping into. For this series, for this round of the series, it's committed love. So if you're in a committed love relationship with a masculine, this reading is for you. And this particular reading is tapping into picture number 4. So I've done picture 1, picture 2, picture 3 in 3 separate videos. And this is the 4th and final video of this particular round of the series. It is for picture number 4. Please take a moment to look at the thumbnail and find picture 4 and see if it resonates for you. If the other pictures resonate for you, please look at those videos. If you like these videos, please be sure to give them a thumbs up. Please be sure to subscribe. And if these videos don't resonate with you, that's fine. Please be sure to support the other readers that are doing great work for the collective. Again, if you're here for picture number 4, the video starts now. Also, just wanted to remind you, you engage the content at your own discretion, at your own volition, and please do not sit through any reading that doesn't resonate with you or that triggers you. Okay, first card out, the Page of Wands. What's going on with him? We'll get a clarifier. Okay, we have 3 clarifiers for the Page of Wands, the Magician, the Nine of Wands, and the High Priestess. So what's going on with him is he's trying to start something new. He's trying to start a new adventure, but he's not sure how this is going to pan out at all. It requires a lot of creativity. It requires a lot of thinking outside the box. He's being quiet because he's thinking and he's meditating and he's trying to figure out how he's going to be creative enough to make this work. And it could be that he also needs to be creative with the money and how money's going to hold over himself and his family until something gets off the ground. But then he's also thinking, what if it doesn't get off the ground? Well, then what? It's like he's pulling something out of thin air. It's like he's creating something out of nothing, and he's just hoping that it'll work out. Yeah, he has to be very courageous, but he probably feels like there's so much to lose because there are so many people counting on him and only him. I'm gonna look at this Nine of Wands a little bit more because I feel like he didn't want this position. He didn't want to have to lead. He didn't want to have to be the one who's out in the forefront making something happen. I think he prefers a background role or just a supporting role. I don't think he prefers to be in positions of leadership. Let's see, how did he get to this place? Yeah, someone was supposed to be, there's another masculine who was supposed to be the one doing this, but they're not honoring their responsibility. So your masculine is the one who had to step up. Yeah, there's another masculine. They're not, this other masculine is a King of Swords in reverse. They don't see how their behavior hurts other people. They don't see how there's something painful for your masculine about having to take this other masculine's place, this King of Swords in reverse. There's something painful about it. Like he doesn't want to have to be the one, almost like a usurper. Like he's like there's been a coup and everyone decided that they're going to just take something from the King of Swords in reverse because they don't trust this person. This person doesn't have the magic. They don't have, oh, okay. This could be a tale of two brothers. One does not have the foresight. The King of Swords in reverse does not have the foresight, is not able to engage executive planning. Like, this isn't a leader. This King of Swords in reverse is not someone who knows how to lead. They only know how to control. And they tell people to do what they want, when they want, how they want it. And they think that's leading, to run a tight ship, to have everybody afraid, to have everybody um, under stress, high cortisol levels. Like, there may be people who are actually physically ill from having to deal with this King of Swords in reverse, and they don't want to feel that way. And they notice that your masculine is a lot more like, your masculine doesn't have to use force because they have foresight. They're able to have a dream and a vision and plan for it and communicate it to others and lead others into that new beginning. So naturally, people are drawn to your masculine and the way that your masculine leads, even though they don't want to lead. They don't want this position. They have no choice but to take it because people are following them regardless, and also because there's a King of Swords in reverse who refuses, flat out refuses, to consider how they affect other people. And if this is family or someone who's like family, your masculine is very hurt over it. Does not want to take this from this person, does not want to take this position from them, never asked for it, and even wants this person to understand, I wasn't looking for this. This is This is greatness that's been put on me because you won't step into your role. You won't be as people need you to be. But I think this King of Swords in reverse doesn't want to hear it. I think this King of Swords in reverse is just like out for blood. They feel betrayed. They feel like everyone's against them. Like, your masculine plotted to take their position, even though that is not true. That is not true. This King of Swords in reverse maybe even feels like your masculine always wanted to be them. And like, now you've got your wish, you're taking my spot, but that's just not true. Yeah, a King of Swords in reverse is a bit delusional. It's because they have very rigid thinking, and not only is rigidity of mindset, not only is that unhealthy, but especially when you're rigid in your mindset about thoughts that are incorrect. Like, this is someone whose mindset is so inflexible, and it's inflexible about things that are incorrect. You cannot convince this King of Swords in reverse that they're not in the right, but they're not in the right. They're not in the right at all. And they feel out in the cold, like everyone's against me. It's always me. I always have to have my own back. I always have to prove myself. That's fine. I'll rebuild it. But these mutterings they have to themselves, none of it's real. None of it's true. The truth is, a group would love for this person to get their act together and to lead correctly. But that's not what's going to happen. So now your masculine has to step up in a way that he's never stepped up before, has to get something off the ground that he's never gotten off the ground before, has to lead in a way he's never led. And he's wondering, can I do this? Is this going to go well? Especially if this idea he has is highly creative and it's not by the book, it's a bit unorthodox. He's afraid that it's going to blow up and that maybe he should be more orthodox. But that's not what the people want. The people they want to follow someone who can be a creative thinker. There's something about the situation where the way it's always been done is not going to work. We need a creative solution. So your masculine is the one. Wow. Five of Swords and the World card. Something about this means it'll never things will never be the same. There's no going back after this. Clarified by, yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like this is exhausting. With this one choice, this is exhausting all other avenues of choices. So once this choice is made, there is like all the other paths one could possibly take vanish. Your masculine knows this, and that's why he's been so quiet. He's been meditating because he wants to make sure he gets this absolutely correct. I want to clarify the high priestess too. Mm, the cards aren't coming out. High priestess is quiet. Okay, then it must not be for me to clarify that right now. Let me tune back in. Oh my goodness. So further clarifying Five of Swords in the World card is the Judgment card in the reverse. This is a dire situation. Um, Picture four, your masculine knows this. Your masculine knows that whatever he decides is going to alter the course of everything permanently. And he also knows that he's trying to lead in a way or set out in a way that averts something, a very serious consequence that a King of Swords in reverse set in motion. A King of Swords in reverse made a decision that created foundational issues, like fundamental inherent issues, and resonates with judgment where that has to be paid back, or that has to be addressed, or the other shoe has to drop on that. I feel like this King of Swords in reverse doesn't understand that the actions have consequences. They just think it should be what I want, when I want, how I want. They don't understand that actions have consequences. You can't just do whatever you want. But everyone else understands it, and that's why everyone else is clinging to your masculine and saying, save us from this judgment. We want the King of Swords in reverse to go into that judgment by themselves. We don't want to have anything to do with that. And I think your masculine really can do it. He really can. His idea really will be a judgment averted, where he'll be safe, you'll be safe, anyone with him will be safe. It's something like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Like it's like a harebrained idea. It's really left field. Like no one would think this will work, but it will work. It will work. And everyone will be able to walk away and not have to deal with a judgment. They'll be safe forever. But it'll just be something that the King of Swords in reverse has to deal with because it was their decision. Their decision, their judgment. Yeah, there are people who have been caught in the crossfire of a King of Swords in reverse, their decisions. And these people are speaking up now and saying, we want a new king, basically. We want a new leader. We don't want to deal with this anymore because we can see where this is going. We don't want any part in this. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can indicate triumph, success but it's success that comes when you stand alone. Nobody helped you. Nobody helped you come up with these ideas. No one aligned with you. You had to figure it out on your own. So I think this represents your masculine, that he has figured it out. It is a really unorthodox left field idea, but he has figured it out. That idea is what will, like as if by magic, get him and anyone who is following him or loyal to him or anyone who has faith in him out of a really serious situation. And it'll be very obvious that no one did this but your masculine. No one could have ever come up with this idea. It's nobody, no one deserves the praise, the accolades, the thank yous. No one deserves it except for your masculine. They did it. They stand alone as the one who swooped in and helped. 7 wands clarified by 7 swords. I'm going to get a clarifier for that too. Hold on. Oh, 7 wands and 7 swords. Wow. Okay. And the 7 swords clarified by the 3 of cups. Pardon me. This is telling me that your masculine will be thanked, but it's like thanked in secret. Like everyone secretly knows that he was the one to right the ship. He was the one to make the call. He was the one to come up with the solution. He was the one to save everyone. He's the reason why everything's going to be okay. Now, why they're not going to tell him this out loud and in public, I don't know. It seems like even with, maybe that's why High Priestess is here and why High Priestess wouldn't allow me to clarify. Because there's something very like hush hush about this. Like it can't be ostentatious, it can't be out in the open, but everyone knows who really did it. And your masculine will be acknowledged, will be celebrated. It's just like very private. It's very much like behind closed doors. This King of Swords in reverse must still have some sway, even if it's just optics or a name, or it's their name on the practice, or it's their name. They're the one who's been named to a certain level. So everybody has to just fall in line with that. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what this is, but there's something about it where it has to be hush hush, where everyone privately thanks your masculine for saving them, for saving the day, for making sure this issue went away. Because it could have been really, really bad. Like there could have been a loss of a lot of money, which would lead to a lot of layoffs. People wouldn't know what to do. Like if we lose our jobs now, what are we going to do? Or if we lose our jobs with this and this is the reason why, this is what's on the record, what are we going to do? I want to clarify 7 of wands even more because that's really interesting. But you know what? If everyone knows who really saved the day, your masculine's efforts, yes, I knew it. Clarified by the sun card, your masculine will be clearly seen. So don't be disheartened if once everything is said and done, your masculine's name isn't the one that's being read out in the announcements, or their name doesn't go on the plaque, or they're not the face of the solution. It's still the King of Swords in reverse who gets all the public acknowledgement. Know this. Everyone knows that it was your masculine who came up with the creative solution. It was your masculine who really pulled this off. And privately, they're discussing it. Privately, they celebrate him. Privately, they thank him. And he's being singled out for future glory. So he's in the background of this, but he's not going to be in the background going forward, or he's not going to be in the background forever. Because the way that he pulls this off, it's extremely impressive. The fact that he could think out of the box to this extent and heave it over the finish line, it's so impressive. The spotlight is on him. He is very clearly seen, and he will have impressed a lot of people. The people who are the decision makers are going to be extremely impressed by your masculine and impressed by the relationships he's cultivated, where when they ask the people he works with or the people around him, the people who decided to follow him, they're heavy hitters who are going to ask about him. They're going to say glowing things about him, like, we all knew we could trust him, we all knew we could follow his leadership, we knew he would save the day, and he did, which makes higher ups think, oh, this is someone we can trust with the department, or this is someone we need to promote because not only are they able to save the day, but they lead in a way where people are happy to follow them. People feel safe following them. We put the wrong person in power. Yeah, the King of Swords won't be embarrassed this go round, but going forward, they have aligned themselves to be, there are going to be consequences that come to the King of Swords. There's some status or position they're not going to have anymore. Your masculine is going to have all the status, all the position. Let's look to an outcome. What is the outcome here that you can expect? The outcome you can expect is Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's clearly seen. So the way that things are set up around your masculine, it's all going to be clearly seen. Especially if this is a workplace issue and your masculine comes home every day and they're stressed about work and they're stressed about the way things are going and they're not sure about their position and they're not sure what's going to happen to them because their supervisor or their manager, whoever's supposed to be leading, leads poorly, and it makes it look like your masculine doesn't know how to do his job. Whatever the situation is, it's about to be very clearly seen. Whatever the issues are, they're about to be very clearly seen. The way this King of Swords in reverse has been treating everyone is going to be very clearly seen. And also the way your masculine steps up is also going to be very clearly seen. And I think there are going to be talks to replace this King of Swords reverse with your masculine because the sun shines on your masculine. Favor, victory, harmony, everything is with your masculine, and the higher ups, whoever they are, they can see that they'll never have to be in this situation again if your masculine is in position over the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse as the outcome clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, having it all together, having everything come together to have permanent stability that can't be taken from you, and also having more than enough for oneself and even enough for others. Like your masculine's going to be promoted and they'll have plenty of, they don't have to worry about what if I get fired. That's not going to happen. They won't have to worry about someone else's leadership because they're going to be the one who's leading. But also they won't have to ever worry about money again, and if they'll be okay, if their family will be okay. The people who are under their leadership won't have to worry about money either because they'll know your masculine leads in a way where he's always thinking about their families and the fact that they have people depending on them, just like he has people depending on him. And he's going to lead in a way where everyone can be safe in this environment and know that their future is secure. You have a wonderful masculine, like just a really wonderful person. But if you were worried about him, that's because he has a lot going on right now. I think a way you could help him is to tap into the high priestess energy and just be like a peaceful place, a safe place for him to say, I'm nervous about this and I'm nervous about that. And I'm doing something that I've never done before. I've put my neck on the line and I had to do it because, the person who should be leading isn't leading. And if you could just be a safe place for him to say that, that would go a long way. And just assuring him that whoever that person is, everything about them is about to be very, very clearly seen and they'll be dealt with the way they should be dealt with. Okay, so that's what I have for you, picture 4. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, stay tuned for the other readings that I'll be putting out, and please revisit the thumbnail. There are three other pictures. You may resonate with multiple pictures, and those videos will be up as well.